Hi there, this is Marty from owingsart.com. That's OWINGSART.com. And today we're going to take a look at the Winsor Newton Professional Watercolor Sticks that come in this set. This is a set of 12, and again, Winsor Newton treating traditional media in a new way. We'll talk more about that in a second, but this is some of the gear I'll use. This cold press 5x7 300-pound heavy duty 100% cotton paper. You can see this is really heavy paper. I'll show you a side view in a second here where you can see it's almost like poster board, but it's really nice because you can add a lot of wet media to this and it won't bend up. I'm also going to use this Artistico Fabriano brand paper, 140-pound, not as heavy duty, but really excellent paper. I'll use this Pentel water pen as well as this Caran d'Ache water pen with the watercolor sticks today. This is a medium tip, so that should work out well. Okay, so again, Winsor Newton treating a very traditional media in a new way. They're not the first to do it, not the first to put watercolor in stick form, but when Winsor Newton do something, you want to make sure you check it out. Now this set comes with 6 different watercolors in a variety of colors. So I'll go through each one of these and lay them out and have some tips for you toward the end on how to use these. So here's the colors are listed on the package just with these little squares and the colors. They're not really called out in the package, and I found that the actual writing of the color on the stick itself is pretty small. So better be wearing your glasses or have really good eyes if you want to see that. So let's label these here as I lay them out dry. This is a French ultramarine, a Prussian blue, a winter green. There's burnt umber, a yellow ochre. There's a Winsor yellow, a cad yellow hue, the cad red hue. Then there's an alizarin crimson, and in addition to that, there's the ivory black, and that makes up the set that comes with this. You can see as I add the color here, or add water to these, the color is pretty vibrant. Now black is always a little iffy with watercolor paints to get really a pure black. I tend to use like a gouache or a more opaque watercolor if I want pure black. Otherwise you're kind of going to get a black that's kind of washed out. So I'll use the heavier paper for this next part where I demonstrate a little bit of blending. I would like to see how well these blend together and what that works out like with these sticks. So I think these come in about 48 different colors, so you'd have a lot of colors to choose from, or you could even mix these with your traditional pan watercolors or watercolors from the tube. I don't think you'd have any trouble doing that at all. So you can see as I go through and mix these to try to get some different colors. I was trying to get the purple with the blue and the red, and then a little green with the red and the yellow and the blue, but it took a second try with the cadmium yellow, which it's more pronounced than it is with the yellow hue. But the other thing I was going to talk about is just a little bit about how these are used. So you can use them dry, just like a crayon almost. You can use them, in the wide format, like I just showed there. You can wet them, dip them in water, and then use them. You can use your brush directly on the sticks themselves, just like if you, had colors in a pan. Or you can do them kind of how I'm demonstrating here, use them how I'm demonstrating. Just put them on the paper dry and then wet them. So you can think of a bunch of different applications, no doubt, for how you could, leverage this kind of media format for these watercolor sticks. So I'm going to turn these color up in the package here so that I can see the name. The other advantage might be just portability with these. You can basically throw them in a little bag and go anywhere with them, or leave them in their little box and use them anytime you want. But they're good. They're vibrant. They're bright. They really react well in the water, and you can even layer these, and they're just fun to use. And Winsor Newton, another good job. I'm thinking the pigments they use in these are very similar to the ones they use in the watercolor marker line that they have, and also their professional watercolors. So it's really good paint, and I like using it. All right, well, if you haven't had a chance to, leave a comment or a question, or just share your thoughts about how you use these or what you think of them as well. I'm always glad to interact about art. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to drop a like down. All right, for owingsart.com, this is Marty. Have a great day. So long for now.